Steve.
Together we are Rocket to you. We're going to introduce our music quiz to you today. It's on the Beatles.
I saw her standing there.
Yes, and then you got me, darling.
I really got it.
So we've got 20 questions and then we'll give you 20 answers at the end. Here we go.
Well, not yet. Hang on. Just one. Got to pick a minute there, Joe. You see? Right. We are music fans as well as musicians. And you can see behind Joan here our Sergeant Pepper's Jigsaw.
Done during lockdown.
Done during lockdown. And he's got a book, and we'll show you something else in a bit.
Okay. Question number 1. What was the first album released by the Beatles on the Apple label in the UK? Question 2. The Beatles' first single released in the US was Please Please Me, but what label was it on? Question 3. Who was Ringo Starr's replacement for 8 live shows during 1964? Question 4. Who played piano on Penny Lane? Question 5. True or false? Linda McCartney sang backing vocals on the song Let It Be. Question 6. Who took the picture for the front cover of Please Please Me? I always want to see an extra please in there, I'm not sure why. Question 7. What make of drums did Ringo usually play? Question 8. What type of ring would they buy, as in Can't Buy Me Love? Question 9, little maths one for you here. Add up the counting and the age of the girl in I Saw Her Standing There. Question 10. How many years was there between the releases of the 2 Live at the BBC CDs?
Question 11. On what date was the rooftop concert performed? Question 12. I'd like to say I thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves, and I hope we've passed the audition. Was said by whom at the end of the rooftop concert? Question 13. Who produced the 1970 release of the Let It Be album? Question 14. Which UK record label turned down the Beatles in early 1962 after their audition tape?
Gosh, I bet they were gutted.
Question 15. Which famous 2 British comedians, comic actors and singers provide the voices in the Yellow Submarine animated film? Half a point for each. Question 16. Which Welsh actor appeared in A Hard Day's Night, Help and Magical Mystery Tour? Question 17. In which British newspaper did the word Beatlemania first appear? Question 18. In the Beatles Christmas shows of 1963, which band opened the show? Question 19. Which band allegedly supported the Beatles most times at the Cavern? Question 20. In what year was the "More Popular Than Jesus" quote?
Three.
Cheers to the Beatles.
Cheers to the Beatles. So we've done our 20 questions. It's going to be time for the answers soon, but meanwhile you've got to go to the side and have a look at Rocket to You on our Facebook page.
Rocket to you.
And don't forget to like, subscribe and share the page, Rocket to You Quizzes. All of your friends want to see if they're any good as well. How have you done so far? We'll let you know. How many seconds till the answers?
Could be 10.
Could be 10. Here they come.
Beatles. Question 1. What was the first album released by the Beatles on Apple label in the UK? The Beatles, also known as the White Album. Question 2. The Beatles' first single released in the US was Please Please Me. But what label was it on? VJ. Question 3. Who was Ringo Starr's replacement for 8 live shows in 1964? Jimmy Nicol.
Gosh, that was the year we were born.
It certainly is.
What a good year that was.
Question 4. Who played piano on Penny Lane? George Martin. Question 5. True or false? Linda McCartney sang backing vocals on Let It Be. True. Question 6. Who took the picture of the front cover of the Please Please Me album? Angus MacBean. He sounds like a Scottish character. Question 7. What make of drums does Ringo usually use? Ludwig. Very nice drums they are as well.
You'd like a set of them?
Oh yes. Question 8. What type of ring would they buy in Can't Buy Me Love? Diamond.
Yes, please.
Would they? Question 9. Add up the counted and the age of the girl in I Saw Her Standing There. That's 27. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and she was just 17. Question 10. How many years were there between the 2 releases of Live at the BBC? 19 years. 1994 and 2013.
Question 11. On what date was the rooftop concert? 30th of January 1969. Question 12. I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves. I hope we've passed the audition. Was said by whom at the end of the rooftop concert? John Lennon. Question 13. Who produced the 1970 release of the Let It Be album? Phil Spector. Question 14. Which UK record label turned down the Beatles in 1962 after recording a demo tape or an audition tape? Decca, as I said. Bet they wish they hadn't.
What have you got?
Question 15. Which famous 2 British comedians, comic actors and singers provided voices in the Yellow Submarine animated film? Lance Percival and Dick Emery.
Half a point for each.
Oh yeah, half a point. That makes 1. Question 16. Which Welsh actor appeared in A Hard Day's Night, Help and Magical Mystery Tour? Victor Spinetti. Question 17. In which British newspaper did the word Beatlemania first appear? Daily Mail,
That was October 1963.
What a while.
That was a while ago.
Question 18. In the Beatles Christmas shows of 1963, which band opened the show? The Barron Knights with Duke Dumont. Have I got that saying right? Question 19. Which band allegedly supported the Beatles most times at the Cavern? The Mersey Beats.
And we have met one of the Mersey Beats.
Yep. Question 20. In what year was the More Popular Than Jesus quote? 1966.
Your hosts for this quiz were Joan and Steve. We host weekly quizzes in a few pubs in the northeast of England, and we now have some of our alphabet quizzes on YouTube. This Beatles quiz is the first of our musical quizzes. We'll hopefully over the next few weeks and months have a shed load more.
Hopefully we'll have some of our favourite bands in there, and hopefully you'll have some of your favourite bands in there. Don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe on our Rocket to Your Quizzes page.
Press that button.
Press the button, share with your friends, and have an amazing week, folks. Thanks for joining us. Let us know how you know in the comments below. Thank you.
Let it be.
Let it be.